airport when I came back a couple of years ago. You can get at 3:30 in the morning, stand outside anywhere in Lima, Peru, and there will still be, at 3:30 in the morning, a cacophony of horns. Because in Lima, you just drive down the road, whether there's anybody on the road with you or not, it doesn't matter. And you just drive around honking your horn. It's just how they drive. Makes it really completely irrelevant because you don't even hear them after a while. But that's what they do. And it's just, it's terrible. Anyways, back to the subject. What is in that tea? Anyways, back to the subject. So, 3 barriers: shirk, crucifixion, corruption of Scripture. And the corruption of Scripture becomes foundational to everything else. I mean, you have to deal with it over and over and over again. Oh, Kofi's a rooibos tea lover too. Yay, that's good. Here I am, almost 53 years of age, and I just now have discovered the rooibos tea. But hey, that just means the rest of my life will be all that much better. When we asked the question, did the author of the Quran, however, believe in the corruption of the Bible, I think you can make a very, very strong argument that the author of the Quran did not believe that the words of the Bible had been changed. Because the words of the Bible are natsal, they are sent down by Allah, they contain light and guidance, we are held accountable to judging by them, we had to have possessed them to be able to judge by them. And there is this interesting phrase, and this is the verse you might want to write down, in Surah 18:27. Surah 18:27. There's an interesting phrase there, and I'll render it literally here. There is no changer of His words, and this is referring to Allah. There is no changer of Allah's words. Now, most of the translations will say something along the lines of none can change His words or something like that. But it's interesting. It's very similar in form to what you have in Romans chapter 3, where there is no God seeker. There is none that seeks after God. And you have a active participial form, mubadila, one who changes. So there is no one who changes His words. His kalima. So that's obviously not talking about interpretation. That's actually in the context of exhorting people to believe in the Quran. But part and parcel of the Quran's teaching is that the words of Allah are not just in the Quran. That may be the final revelation, but there are revelations beforehand, and part of the authority of the Quran is its relationship to those previous revelations. So if you could have someone who could change the revelations of Allah in the past, why couldn't you have someone that could change the revelations of Allah in the present? But the specific statement of Surah 18:27 is, there is no changer, the one changing, active participle, one with the ability to accomplish the changing of His kalima, His words. About the only way I can think that a Muslim would get around this would be to say that this is only in reference to the Quran. Now, there's nothing in the text that says, oh, other of Allah's words can be changed, but the words in the Quran cannot. Though that's functionally what they end up believing. I mean, given the position they've taken regards the Old and New Testaments, that is pretty much where they come down. But the Quran itself says there is no changer of Allah's words. So either they have to get rid of the idea that the Torah and the Injil were ever Allah's words, or deal with the reality of what is actually said there. So someone in channel brought up the Yusuf Ali translation. It says, none can change His words. Yeah, that's one way of rendering it, or literally, there is no changer of his words. Same thing. Same thing. Well, someone's asking if there's no video today. Are we having problems? No. So Jason, yes, there's video. It's up and running. And then someone down in New Zealand. Thank you for all you do. The impact you have even reaches to here in New Zealand, where the world's best rugby team is. LOL. Yeah, look. I've never been to New Zealand. I want to go to New Zealand. Unfortunately, you have to have boots on the ground to get to New Zealand, okay? And obviously that has to be somehow worked in with going to Sydney and Brisbane. I want to get back down there. I really do. It's been a while, and I'll be honest with you. I think, yeah, thank you very much. Now he's showing me the video on his phone to prove that it's working. I wasn't questioning that. I'm just saying someone was saying no video today. That means it's not working on their end. I want to get down there. I hear New Zealand is absolutely beautiful. And would like to visit. No two ways about it. But I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I know that if I ever get to go to New Zealand, there's going to be some kind person that's going to give me an All Blacks jersey, and I'll take it, and I'll be thankful for it, and all the rest of that stuff. And look, the All Blacks are tremendous. They really, you got to give them their credit. But I've learned rugby in South Africa. Okay, I've got a number of South African jerseys, and I pull for the Springboks. It's just the way it is. And they won. They beat South Africa fair and square. It was close, but even my friends in South Africa said they deserved to win that one. So, which I found odd, because most of the time in the United States, when your team loses, you don't go, "Oh, they really deserve to lose that one." That's just normally not how American fandom works. I could ask about a certain college team, but that would give away too much information. Yeah, how are they doing? Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, that's fair not going farther than that. Anyway, so write that one down. Surah 18:27. There is no changer of Allah's words. Right there might give you an opportunity to get into a discussion, a conversation with a Muslim on the subject of, at least open the door for you to